All right, what's up, my people? So it's your boy Fabian Navarro, man. Right here, we're on the first episode of 5 Spot. We got my boy Ricky right here. We're grind and grow. So how you doing today, bro?
Good, brother. Good, man. Living, man. Beautiful Sunday, man. Got up, got working in the gym, got to the gun range, man, and therapeutic Sunday. It's a reset day. Got to do laundry.
Yeah.
Got to get ready for the week. Sundays are beautiful. They make the Monday better.
Most definitely. Getting prepped for the week, man. Yeah. So, you usually take Sundays as your therapy day, like to get your life kind of organized a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like Sunday you just kind of reset. So you just clean up the crib. Do some laundry and just get ready to tackle Monday. Everybody hates Mondays, bro. Everybody hates Mondays, but you can't be everybody.
Yeah.
If you want different than everybody, you got to love a Monday.
Yeah.
And I got that from my boy Tyler. He always talks about you got to love a Monday because everybody hates a Monday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so far from Friday.
Right, exactly.
But once you learn to love a Monday, you learn to love the week. You win a Monday, you win the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
that's beautiful.
That's money to me. So I got that from my boy. That's, shout out to my boy T Snob. I'll mention him a lot today.
Yeah. Shout out Tyler, man, because that is a beautiful way to look at it, man. Because you're right. It's just a winning attitude.
It's perspective, bro.
Yeah.
It's perspective. It's how do you want to take on this week? And but that perspective comes with everything. You know what I'm saying? That comes with the way you do life in general.
Yeah, no, that's exactly true, bro. Because I remember a few weeks back, for like a whole week, all kinds of random shit just started happening. Like, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of stuff that I remember like back in the day, it would make me overthink. Like, bro, come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like we had our whole living right here flooded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Which is like a bunch of random shit. But then it's like, man, you know what? I had like 3 wins this past week.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is just a little bump in the road. We're straight.
Yeah.
We're good. You know what I mean? Let's just
that.
take care of the little problems that pop up.
And you gotta, they say you want to eat, so you gotta stack that plate. So if the goal is to eat, your plate's gotta be stacked up.
Yep.
And that starts with the Sunday. That starts with the Monday, because Sunday is low key the beginning of the week.
Right.
And people don't recognize that. So I like to get a grind on Sunday, whether that's, if you're grinding in church, that's a grind, man. Religion's a grind.
Yeah, that's a spiritual grind.
So that's a spiritual grind. That's a spiritual discipline. It's a spiritual growth.
Beautiful.
Or you can grind and for me, I like to grind in the gym, Sunday run day, or today I grinded on the gun range, Sunday gun day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just Sunday, get your week started. Monday, you roll into that thing and you're ready.
Man, I got to give you your props, bro, because I'll be waking up in the morning and then I look at your story. And I'm like, man, this motherfucker ran at 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm still rubbing the shit out of my eyes and stuff.
Yeah, bro. That's that discipline that I think I got instilled with running. So that 4 a.m. grind, it for me, it's the difference maker, because nobody wants to get up, bro.
Right.
Nobody wants to get up at 4:30 or 4 or 3:30. Some days I wake up at 3, and that's stuff I'm still working on. Like, I need to get up at a certain time every day. But once you get up and you fight yourself, that's a dub.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole W. You already won the day by fighting doing something you didn't want to do, and that's waking up.
Exactly.
And that's waking up when you didn't want to wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't go to work till 6 a.m., right? But once I wake up at 3:30, 4 a.m., and I'm in that gym and I'm grinding, I'm doing something for me before I got to do something for another person to make some money, that's the difference maker.
Right.
So
do for you. Start off with you.
You got to start with you.
Yeah.
And once you do some hard shit at the beginning of the day, like you do some shit you don't want to do, like go run 5 miles,
right.
then whatever the rest of the day throws at you, it don't matter, bro. You already did the hard shit.
Real shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You did the hard shit. So I got up and I ran 5 miles, and I did all this before anybody woke up to begin with, and I didn't want to do it. So how can anything in this day take me out my game?
Be harder than that. The thing that you didn't want to do.
Exactly, bro. And it's a mental discipline. And I think I get that discipline from running. And I think that's why I always run, and I stay on these marathons, because like you have to train, man. Like running, whether you're doing a half marathon, 13.1 miles, or whether you're doing a full marathon, 26.2, you can't toe that line not ready.
Right.
And for me, that instilled in me, like, that's life though. You can't toe no line not ready. You can't walk through no doors until you're supposed to be that person that walks through that door. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that fighting yourself in the morning, that getting up and people are like, how you do it? How you do it? I don't know. I love myself enough to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I want more for myself. So that's what gets me up. So and there'll be some days, bro. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a perfect human being. There's some days that I let that alarm ring.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be like that. Yeah, it's just
I'm pissed off, man. Yeah. It ruins my day. I can't wait to get off work and punish myself. Well, I'll go to work and I'll be like, I can't eat for the day because I'm just so irritated that I didn't get up and put some work in when I should have. I lost to myself that morning. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that plays a huge part because whenever you do want a life difference or a life change, so you got to do different shit.
You do.
You have to put yourself in check.
Absolutely.
And I think that's whenever it comes to it, like, man, I knew I should have got up, but I didn't. Exactly. So it's like, you're putting like your little brother in check, like, yo, bro.
And it's putting yourself in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
Who the hell wants to wake up at 3:30? Who wants to wake up at 4 a.m. and go run?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
But with uncomfortable positions comes growth.
Right.
And that's just in anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's not just in running. That's not just in fitness. It's in business. It's in religion. It's in everything you want to talk about, basically. Like addiction. I mean, it don't matter, bro. You got to put yourself in uncomfortable positions. You got to stay away from whatever you're addicted to. You got to just put yourself in walk through those doors and talk to people when it comes down to business that you're really uncomfortable to, and the growth comes. You know what I mean? There's only growth in uncomfortable positions. So that for me, that starts with waking up at 3:30, 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's beautiful, bro. That is a lot of growth because that brings me back to we had talked about it earlier, but like making yourself uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So like the things that we do try to avoid the most, or things we try to push to the side. I'll do it later. I don't need that right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Those are the things that we need the most.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's gonna help us grow. Like for my video stuff, I first started off with music videos. You know, and that's all I was pushing, trying to just do music videos.
Right.
And then I started getting hints of like quinces, weddings, stuff like that.
Right.
I try to avoid it so much, bro, but I was trying to make money. You know what I mean? Off the music videos.
Right.
I got my first booking. Didn't want to do it, made every excuse, finally did it, and then, okay, cool.
Right.
This is where the money's at.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that realization.
It is, bro. And then also we're human beings, bro. So you keep putting yourself in that uncomfortable position, and it don't matter who you are or where you came from or what you've been through.
Yeah.
Every human being adapts. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to put yourself in an uncomfortable position, like you're shooting weddings and stuff, you're not used to that, right?
Right.
You're going to get better in your 5th wedding. You know what I'm saying? In your 10th wedding, if you put yourself in an uncomfortable position when it comes to like running or working out, like, them pull-ups sucked or them squats sucked the first time or go back the 5th time.
That's it.
And that's the problem, man, is like people do a lot of hard things, bro. Like, for example, just from my experience, like running a marathon. Very tough, very hard. There's a lot of people who will go do it one time, right?
Right.
And I respect it. I love it. I think it's amazing because to me, that's just, it's you versus you. Right. I love that. But once you put yourself back into that position over and over and over, it's a different type of respect because then you start to learn to think in the chaos. Then you start to learn to be yourself inside the chaos. You know what I'm saying? And that's with everything, bro. That's with you shooting now. What? You were uncomfortable your first wedding.
Right.
Now, how are you? You get out there and you do your thing.
It's like fluent work now. You just go
You know
out
what
there
I'm
and
saying?
do it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you want new things to absolutely elevate you.
Right.
And then so like for my brand, like you told me when we sat down and talked, I said, bro, look, I want you to be the media. Like you are, like, this is my vision, but you're part of the vision. Like I need masterminds. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a yes man. That's not what it's about because in order for this to work, I have to have a mastermind crew. Right. And like you told me, this is going to bring the best out of me. Right. And that's an uncomfortable position. I put you in an uncomfortable position. I know you're going to grow. I know it's going to only bring bigger things.
Real shit.
We always talk about it. Pressure makes diamonds, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the real damn truth, bro. Straight
honestly,
up.
Though, bro. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, man, from the get go, this is, I'm excited for this journey. You know what I mean? Building this brand, making it, come to life. Cause I know a lot of people are looking for this type of message, this type of growth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
They feel like, you know, they have been grinding, but grinding for so long is just like, damn, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just need that little upper. Like, you know what I mean? That motivation, like that click to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you see other folks grinding and growing. Like, damn, all right, that's the movement.
But then also, what people don't understand too, bro, is like a lot of the grinding that you're doing, whether it's like I said, it's in financially or it's spiritually or it's physically.
Right.
A lot of people do it alone.
Right.
And I think that's very important for a lot of it, but also for a little bit. Like I think it's important to grind alone because you find out who you are, and then you learn to love yourself. Like you learn to kick it with yourself in a way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's a time to where you need to eventually rub shoulders with the people of the same mindset as you. And that's where the elevation starts to happen too. Like you build that foundation by yourself. Right. You know what I mean? You grind alone. You go through these dark nights alone where you sit alone, bro. There's a lot of nights when whatever you're going through, bro, like I said, it could be addiction, bro. It could be anything. Whatever you're going through, a lot of people sit alone, bro. That's a very important part though.
That's a battle you have to face alone too.
If you don't face that battle, if you don't face that then you can't climb out and rub shoulders with people
because you don't know you.
Exactly. Yeah. You're not happy with you. You still seek validation.
Exactly.
And that's the thing with everybody these days. Everybody seeks validation from other people. And I can say that because I've been there, bro.
Right, right.
And I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
Everybody seeks some type of validation from somebody, but the self-validation is real. That's real love, and and people talk about gangster shit. That's real gangster shit, you know? That's hard. It's a hard thing to do. And so respect to everybody that has their own grind or they're growing in their own way, bro.
Right.
Because with no grind, there's no growth. And with no growth, there's no grind.
Yeah, no, that's real shit.
You know?
Some things I always tell the homies, bro, is like changing yourself is the hardest thing that you can do.
Absolutely.
Because we just know ourselves. When we know what we like to do, we built this pattern and these rhythms and just like what we're comfortable with. Right. You know what I mean? Like we're not used to you know what I mean? You weren't used to waking up at 3 a.m. at one point. You know what I mean? But that's how we lived. We lived like that for like the next 5 to 10 years. But then it's like, damn, I've been doing the same shit for the last 5 to 10 years. Right. I need I need something different. I need a change. And then that's whenever, you know, the self-discipline comes in. Right. And then the toughest battle, facing yourself. And sitting in that room alone, like you said.
And a lot of it too, bro, is people become a product of their environment. Yeah. You know? Yeah. That's a big deal because however you were raised is all you know. So we can sit here and watch movies with these people with happy families and all this, but however you were raised is your real life. You know what I'm saying? So being a product of your environment, it's a big deal, and that has an effect on everybody, whether it's your friends or family. You know what I mean? And you really got to step back and kind of understand, is that product good for you? Is that environment good for you? Right. And you start to remove yourself from that environment if it's not. And if that's all you know, it's a really lonely time. I've been there. Yeah. You know what I mean? It is, bro. I've grew up in a party environment, and I've grew up these ways, and I love my family to death, bro. That's one thing I want everybody to understand. Like, I love my family to death. There's a certain way I grew up, though. And there are certain things that I feel like that can't be a part of me as a man the older I grow if I want to get more. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And that right there is the stuff you detach from. And it gets a little lonely, bro, because it's different. You only know this certain way of life. So it's really different. Very. But once you learn that there's another person behind all that shit that you grew up doing and grew up seeing, there's another world. It's your eyes are open, bro. The world's yours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's I feel like that's when my dreams start working again. There was a time in my life where I gave up on dreaming, bro. I said, this is what I do. This is who I am. I'm going to work in the oil field. I'm going to die here in Hobbs.
So you just accepted it at one point.
I accepted it. And I feel like a lot of people do, no matter if you're in Hobbs, no matter where you're at. A lot of people accept that environment that they're in. Like, you see everything around you, like, yo, it's oil field life around here. You know what I mean? So you accept, like, maybe this is what I do forever. Right. And if you want to get up, go get an oil field company. Which, I mean, to each their own. Like, some people, that's their passion. Right. Every person is very different. So I don't knock nobody's hustle. I don't knock if people really like doing shit like that. Like if people really love the oil field, don't get me wrong, that's been my shit for 10 years basically. Mm-hmm. But some people want more. And I feel like the older we get, our dreams kind of just push.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just push away from us, but it's never too late, bro. It's never too late.
It's never too late, bro. It goes to like, it's like fulfilling that inner child, you know? Like
absolutely.
We keep those dreams alive. Mm-hmm. And it's like what we enjoyed as a kid, you enjoy as an adult as well.
Yes, you do.
You know, so whenever you do dream and you have these visions and now you're a grown man or a grown woman and you can actually take these steps to make it happen, it's like you're fulfilling that inner child. It's like, damn, we're happy, bro. Like,
exactly.
This is dope, you know what I mean?
But what's crazy to me is like the older you get, your dreams start becoming a little crazy, or they just start like I said, your environment, you start accepting shit for what it is, right? But people don't understand, the older you get, you have more opportunity and space to make happen what the hell you wanted to happen as a kid than ever.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and there's bumps in the road as far as like, you know, people got families and kids and shit, but don't ever give up, because like your kids and your family see that shit. And and the biggest thing to me is if you win, then everybody that you love wins, bro.
Exactly.
That's humongous.
Yeah.
That
is
like
huge.
if that is not that should be enough to go out and get it. Like if you got a kid, bro, and your kid's watching you, and you're out here just going through life like not eating whatever the hell you want, doing with it, like partying on the weekends and shit. Your kid watches that, bro.
Yeah.
Not only do your kids watch that, your friends watch that, your family watches that. You know what I'm saying? So you either lead from the front or you follow from the back, and that's up to you. I like to lead from the driver's seat, and I can say that proudly because I've been following from the back for a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You've seen the view from the back seat.
I have. And to me, the driver's seat is a lot more responsibility. Because that's what everybody's scared of.
Everybody in the ride, and now
everybody's eyes are on you, right? And that's what everybody's afraid of. Everybody's afraid of that shit, and also everybody's afraid of other people's opinions.
Yeah, that's a major thing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, major thing.
That right there, bro. And, you know, bringing up my boy T, Snob again, he always told me, and this shit has stuck with me. He's like, bro, look, they're going to judge you anyway.
Right.
Whether you do the right thing, whether you sitting out here partying and shit, whether you're posting on Snap that you're partying or doing all this bullshit, they're going to judge you.
Right.
He said, whether you're starting up a brand and when you're trying to cook something positive, or whether you're running every day and you're posting runs every day, like people tired of that shit, it don't matter. They're going to judge you. Do that shit anyway. Do what makes you happy, dog. And that's huge.
Yeah, that's very huge, bro.
That shit right there has stuck with me, like starting this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like starting Grind and Grow. Like everybody doubts herself, bro. You're your biggest critic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're your biggest critic, and this shit will only work if you believe it'll work. It don't matter who doubts me. Everybody in this room can doubt me. But as long as I believe in me, the shit gonna work.
You straight. That's all the support you need right now.
That's it, bro. I promise that's it.
No, that's exactly true, man. And a lot does have to do with like the judgment, you know what I mean? We fear of what other people are gonna say or think and stuff. But man, just do it. Like Ricky said, bro, y'all just get out there, just do it.
Just
who cares?
Who gives a damn? Because at the end of the day, you gonna lay on that deathbed by yourself. And them regrets ain't the people who's judged you. They're your regrets, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're all your regrets. So you might as well just go ahead and do whatever you want to do, even if it sounds fucking delusional. Right. Let it sound delusional. And I want it to sound delusional, because that's it. Fuck it, bro. I don't care if you believe in me. Yeah. You know, I believe in me, dog. I know it's gonna work, and it's just manifestation. And then it's a grind too. It's a lot to it, but yeah. The first and foremost is you have to believe in yourself, and no matter what the fuck you're doing. No matter, bro. Because I'll be telling people, like, for the last several years, you know what I mean, about well, my main goal in life, I want to shoot a movie. I would love to get a scripted movie out. You know? Absolutely, yeah. And it was always movie, and then you see the look or you see the tone of energy change when you tell certain people. You know what I mean? They're like, love it though. You know what I mean? That type shit. Yeah, you're like, it's cool. You know what I mean? I know where I'm gonna be at. Right. And as time went by, you know what I mean, I got the opportunity to help shoot a movie. You know what I mean? I actually got to star in it. So it gave me like I got to like see how the production goes. I got to see how the whole acting thing goes. You know what I mean? So like, I might not shoot it this year, but I know it's coming. That's where the manifestation comes. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, giving thanks to God, you know, blessing yourself and then blessing everybody around you and stuff. Like,
it helps the heart grow, bro.
It does,
when
bro.
the heart grows and you just love everybody around you and love what you do, and then not get mad or upset when people do you wrong or cross you wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like an understanding. Because like, it's like, bro, I used to be where you're at.
Right.
But it's not my part to judge.
Right.
I just hope you get out of that because I was in that shit too.
Yeah, man. And then it's the doubt, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like when people doubt you, it's really a self-doubt that they have.
It's a mirror, bro. It's a reflection.
And that's all it is for the most part, because I've been that guy too. Like, this dude's fucking crazy, bro. Why is he gonna do that? That sounds dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've been that guy, but you're only talking to yourself at that point. Like, every dream you have, you're shooting down with this comment. You're trying to shoot the homie down. You want to bring the homie or whoever you're talking to down to earth with you because, I mean, you don't have the balls to do it yourself. Right. You don't have the balls to be different. You know what I'm saying? And everybody just, like I said, opinions, bro, they'll make or break a person.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got a strong backbone, if you don't, that's the one of the main things to work on. Like, who gives a fuck what anybody has to say?
Straight up,
lock
bro.
arms with the people who do see you for you and your vision.
Yeah, and be delusional, dog. Like, whatever the fuck your dreams are. Exactly. I mean, of course, you kind of got to be realistic. Like, you can't be 35 trying to get in the NBA. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, okay,
you gotta be,
bro.
hey, dog, let it go. You know what I mean? But I feel like people do have dreams and they kind of they choke off on them because it's people's opinions or they just self-doubt, right? You know, and at the end of the day, like, whether it works or not, like, if you give it your all, then on your deathbed, then fuck it. Like, yo, remember when I tried that shit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Remember when I tried to make the NBA at 35, dog? It didn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
But I did get to coach a little bit, so we're straight. Yeah.
I played with the NBA player. That fool dunked on me. I was close.
That shit sucked, but it was dope.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, just be delusional with your dreams, and I don't know, man. And then you just run into the right people. You know, like I ran into you, bro. You're a right person. I felt your energy, so I respect that.
Yeah, it's all love, bro. And I definitely felt it too, man. And like how you say, it's been a lonely road. Like, I've been on this shit for like the last 10, 11 years. And it's just been like, just trying to find myself more and then trying to find my road. For a while there, for like the first 3 years, like, oh, okay, I got it figured out. You know what I mean? And then it's like, damn, I don't have it figured out the 5th year.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the 7th year, like, damn, I don't have none of this shit figured out. But as I was trying to figure everything out, I figured myself out a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it does get very, 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 very lonely, bro. Because
it does.
You try to keep yourself from falling back into what you know. You know what I mean? And that goes to the partying. That goes to the just chilling, hanging out on the couch or doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
Which it's all right. You know what I mean? It's cool to kind of get into that field again, but like, because that's what you know. You know what I mean? It kind of fills you up a little bit. Damn, I had a good time just chilling with my homies.
Right.
You know, watching the game. Now I could go home and do what I got to do.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Right.
But if you let that shit, you know, keep on
it
doing
just
it,
rides
doing
out
it, doing
for too long, bro.
And you start becoming that. You start forming that habit again.
Yeah, and it's just like, you got to be able to cut childhood friends off. You got to be able to. You got to be, and then as gritty as it sounds, like, you got to be able to cut people off in your path that ain't got nothing for you, and that could be family too. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because you can have friends that are closer than family. You know, so it's really a nitty gritty thing, and then also, bro, it's real important about the people you keep around you. Yeah. Because for me, it's like, you are who you hang around with, right? You know, so you show me the 3 people you hang around with, I'll show you who you are. I'll tell you who you are, and you can't sit here and tell me I'm not that. Right. Because I've done that. I've hung around alcoholics, bro. I had an alcohol problem, and I hung around 3 alcoholics, and then I'm like, I'm not the 4th one. Damn right I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that is very important. Like, the people you keep around you is key, bro. Very, bro. I'm telling you, it's who you are. Because even if you're not an alcoholic or you're not using drugs, you keep hanging around these fucking dudes.
It's gonna be one day.
You're gonna fucking try it.
Yeah, you're gonna. It's what's in front of you. It's what the interest is. You
exactly,
know what I
mean? And that's real spill, bro. Right. And that's real spill. And I know a lot of it because I've been there, and I just speak from from like my experience. You know, I'm not dogging nobody. I'm not.
Yeah.
But from my experience, like I've been there. I've hung around homeboys who didn't grow up from my childhood, and I distance myself. Like whether you want to cut them off or distance yourself, you can love from a distance for sure.
Yeah.
But for me, for the most part, it's a cutoff. I mean, do you want to bring that into your new life or whatever you're trying to do? And like one day I want to be a boss of, and I'm gonna be. There's not one day I want to be. I'm gonna be, and it's also the way you speak. But it starts with the people you're around.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that's humongous, bro. And I think people gotta really, really lock in on who the hell you're around is who you are.
Honestly, though, bro, like us as humans, we're naturally influenced.
Yeah,
like we naturally gain energy from other people.
We do, bro.
So yeah, it's very important.
Monkey see, monkey do, dog, and that's real. That's
and
real.
You might
shit.
not even know it. You know what I mean?
You don't know it.
Someone could say like a phrase or a joke or something. You thought it was just the cleverest shit ever, and you're gonna say it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's part of it, or you know what I mean, or like this mindset. This person does this and they eat at this time. You know what I mean? That's dope. I want to see how that's about. You know what I mean? And then you basically just
fall in line.
Yeah. You just absorbed it. That's it. You're applying it to your life.
Exactly, bro. And I think as human beings, we are followers.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
because
that's actually true.
Even I say that because even when you're a leader, you're a follower.
Yeah.
Because in order to be a leader, what are you gonna do? You're gonna follow other leaders. Yeah. Right. So the more I wanted to become a leader, the more I start studying up on other leaders.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you want to be a follower, go follow a follower.
Yeah.
But I think as human beings, our natural instinct is to be a follower. Like we follow whatever we see, all that shit, we gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like scoping out what you want to follow.
Exactly. And you have the choice as a grown man, as a human being in this country, you have a choice to choose who you follow and to choose who you hang around with. Thank God it's a country of freedom. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we have that choice. And that's a humongous choice, bro. That's a humongous choice after solitude, after finding out who you are when you're alone. Then you find out who you want to be around. And then right there, you're ready to take on the world, because I don't care how strong you are, mentally, physically, whatever, spiritually, like you need a team. Exactly. You need some brothers. You need some people who love you to back you. And that shit work. Everything that's been great in this country, every business, every single thing. I mean, even religion, bro. People get together in church every single Sunday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's because you're together with somebody, and when you're with a team, the shit is so strong, bro.
Yeah. It's so easy just to keep going. You know.
Yeah.
And one thing that always stuck with me about the whole leader thing is, so we have people out here who they claim themselves to be a leader, which is good. You know what I mean? You got to hold that for yourself. But something that always stuck with me is that like a true leader always knows when to follow.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? So like, let's say we're in a room with like 4 other individuals, me and you, 4 other individuals, and strong mental-headed people. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But right now in this field, it's this person's field.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's
when to step back.
Yeah, we're not here to take over. We're not here to take the game.
You know when to step back, and you know when to listen. You know when somebody like let somebody else cook, dog. This is, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's your vision or whatever, like everything I've told you with Grind and Grow, like I came at you with this whole, with what I want to do, and you hit me back with visions, and I said, bro, if that's how you want to cook, let's cook, because you're a mastermind yourself. You're a genius yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if that's what you want to do, I'm gonna roll with you. I trust you because I trust you because the man you are. Like I peep game. Everybody peeps game. Like, and it's so easy to peep game on people because of social media. Yeah. So I know what you're about. You know what I mean? I know if you're out here partying and shit.
Just
I know
doing the random shit. Yeah.
I know that. And a smart person, a smart man is gonna tap in with that and like I'm gonna judge you off top. Like I've seen Five on social. What's Five doing? Oh shit, Five was out last 2 weekends. You think I want to trust him with some type of vision? Nah, bro. I know what you do. Right. And it's just, I mean, as a smart individual, I'm pretty sure you do the same. Like, yo, Rick be up. So this type of vision he has, I'm rocking with it because I know what type of man this is. Yeah.
I see he gets up, gets the saddle ready, and he fucking takes it on every single day.
Exactly, bro. And that's fucking key. That's money. Yeah.
That's what makes it more of a beautiful vision too, bro. So
yeah,
definitely love it, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, man.
I have a few questions I do want to ask you.
Yeah.
All right. So we did kind of talk in a little bit about grind and grow. You know, we did kind of get your perspective on certain lifestyles or mentalities. So this lifestyle you live now, for the ones who tune into you and for the others who are getting to know you based on this episode, what is grind and grow to you overall?
So grind and grow to me, I like for a lot of people, I want to say it's kind of self-explanatory, but I'll go deeper into it because it is deeper.
Right.
Grind and grow for me as an individual. If you have me on social media or anything, like my story, a little bit about it, my backstory is I used to be involved in the partying and all the bullshit.
Right.
The kind of shit that I said I was raised, I was a product of my environment.
Right.
You know, as much as I didn't want to be. I like out of high school, like I started drinking during high school and shit, and then started drinking more in college. Failed out of college, came back, got into the oil field, but kept drinking here. You know what I'm saying? But I became a product of my environment. Well, I ended up being 300 fucking pounds, bro. You know, I was eating, drinking, I was doing all the unhealthy shit.
Right.
So I think it was just kind of like like you got to a self check, like look at yourself in the mirror and say, is this who the fuck you want to be? Is this who the fuck you are? So I started grinding my own way, which was fitness. You know what I'm saying? I started getting into, I've always held a job and I've always took care of bills and shit, like things you're supposed to do as a man. And I get that,
right.
You know?
Right.
I've never been like a bummy ass dude, but fitness and then running's been my thing. So like running marathons and shit. So I got down in weight. I've lost over 100 pounds now. I think I was 300 when I stepped on the scale. Like I stepped on the scale at 300, and then I didn't step on the scale again after that.
So I just threw the scale away. So.
Yeah, I said this motherfucker's lying. Nah. But so I stepped on the scale and I was 300. So my grind was, get disciplined with myself, get disciplined with my food and my physical health. And I started grinding towards that. And then, you just start to figure yourself out. Well, grinding and grow, that was that for me. Right. But I feel like everybody can put this into their life in different ways. Right. So for me now, it's like grinding and grow. You can do it in fitness. It's kind of, this is the path I'm on. Right. You can do it in business. It's kind of something I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to push my thing. Right. To grow it. Of course, everybody wants to make better financially. That's what we do. We're men. That we got to make some paper. We got to feed our people. Yeah. We got to feed ourselves.
Exactly.
You can grind and grow in religion, bro. You can grind and grow. You can get closer to God. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like grinding and growing in the Bible. That's a whole grind. That is definitely a big grind. You know what I mean? You can grind and grow towards addiction. There's a lot of things that people are addicted to, and it's not mentioned enough. And I don't care whether it's you can be addicted to lust, you can be addicted to women, you can be addicted to porn, you can be addicted to drugs. There's so much shit, but it's a grind to get out of that addiction. Whether it's just waking up and not fucking and turning off your phone and not looking at, that's a grind, bro. Yeah, like everything's a grind. Like it could be a grind from in a divorce. Yeah. Some people get divorced. That's a grind to get back to yourself. That's a big loss, bro. Yeah, it's a big impact on your life. So absolutely. Now it's time to tighten up. Yeah, absolutely. So the grind and grow thing is, there's them two words you can put into anything inside your life. Period. Right. Whatever you're doing, you don't got to be fitness. You don't got to be business, but there's some shape or form. If you're trying to be a better human being, which I feel like God wakes us up every day because our story's not done. Right. You got to wake up every day and try to be a better human being. And that's a grind and a grow. Now, whatever them two words you put to, they're going to mean something to you in some shape or form in something that you're doing. You know what I mean? And that depends on the human being. Yeah. For me, I can sit here and tell you about my grind and grow. It's battling against, just not being the same person I was, bro. Not being a product of my environment. I want to switch shit up. I want to be different. I want more for my family. I want to give the people I love more. And in order for that to happen, I have to grind and grow in certain ways. I have to become this better man. When I run, that's me. That makes me better. And people are like, how does running make you better? It makes me better mentally, bro. Like pushing it, you're doing something different. I'm fighting myself daily. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's a grind and grow to say no to some fucking donuts in the morning at work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit, bro. Because the zonas be getting me at work sometimes.
Come on, dog. They got me the other day. and everybody has a hiccup, bro. Everybody has and nobody's perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why it is a grind. Because if it was just, if there was no grind, then it would just be straight grow. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not that easy.
In order to grow, you gotta grind.
You have to, and that's whatever you're trying to do, bro. Everybody can put those 2 words into something that they're trying to do in life, and that's why I went with that. And I think it'll sit well with everybody.
Yeah,
I think there's something that everybody in this world can get out of those 2 fucking words, and that's why I went with that, because it's deep, and we can get deeper with it, you know. But everybody can get deeper with themselves with that shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's like for the people who are looking at it, everybody's going to have their own definition of their grind and grow.
Absolutely.
So it's like, you know what? I'm right here. I don't want to be this, so I'm going to grind myself out of it and grow.
Absolutely. And that's just whatever you want to do, man. Like I said, you could have a perfect life, but there's no perfect life. Like, there's always room to grow as a human being. There's always room to grow, bro. Like, no, you can't sit here and settle, dog. Because, like, you sit here and settle, then nothing else. Like, what's the point of life?
Exactly.
Like, trees grow still.
Yeah.
Trees can be here for 100 years, dog.
Everything around you is growing. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like once you stop grinding and growing, you just give the fuck up. And that's not something I'm about. And I don't feel like, and I feel like there's so many people who feel like they have given up, but you haven't given up.
You can still,
it's still in your fucking head to change.
Yeah, you can still
now
get up and
do it.
Shit.
And it's just day by day. It's a dub by dub. Every day's a fucking grind to grow. You know what I mean? Every day's a fucking grind. And if you like, you have to grind to grow, bro. You can't just fucking wake up and be like, I'm healed. Everything's perfect. You can't just fucking grow, dog.
Like,
you gotta water a seed.
I'm good.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Sure. Exactly. So it's just deep, man. It's like, it means a lot to me.
That is deep, bro. And like one of my main things for like I made a self goal for myself is like whenever I do have a family and I do have a kid, I want him to be able to see what we're doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like like being that influence, being that role model, that leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, yo, I see my pops do this, this, and this. You know what I mean? Even whenever you do have a family, you have a girl, you know, few kids or whatever, even if it's just your moms or your pops or something, you know, like how you said, you're taking the steering wheel and you're just taking everybody.
Yeah, you leave from the driver's seat, bro. And you're always gonna have eyes on you, whether it's your kid or your family, or, bro, the thing is, like, people have eyes on you that you don't even know. Them people can be going through the lowest point of their fucking life.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
And you're that spark to them.
And they don't even know. Like, you're fucking saving yourself at the same time. Like, you don't know what type of day I'm having mentally, but I'm in the gym and I'm doing this.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? But you could literally help somebody, and it could be a random ass person, and you help them out by just doing what you're doing, bro. Like, all it takes is to see one person like, damn, bro, fucking Fav's been through this. You know what I'm saying? Rick's been through this, and they're still doing their shit. Like, why can't I do it? So it's just like, for me, it's like, how big of an impact do you want to make on this world? Yeah. You know, because we all got to go, right? We all got to go, but there's one thing that's left, and that's our impact, you know? So for me, I want to make my impact huge, bro. I think that I have a lot to give, and I feel like that God's put that in me. And I know you feel the same. I think because you're on the same wave as me, bro. I feel your energy. Like, God's got he's got a plan for us, and there's people who are supposed to watch our plan, and they're supposed to make their plan from our shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
it's, and for the viewers too, man. Like, it's okay to be inspired. Like, it's all right.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I was inspired.
Yeah.
Everybody's inspired. Like I said, everybody's a follower, bro. Even if you're a fucking leader, you're a follower.
You gotta be inspired at some point. Yeah. You gotta absorb it, basically. You know what I mean? Just make sure you're absorbing the right shit.
Yeah, you do, bro. That's fucking key. That's kind of that's literally how I got to where I got, bro. And I was literally watching this podcast, and it's this dude named Bedros. He's a dude who just, you know, he's came from a different country. He's a self-made millionaire. Like, dude made all kinds of millions. Well, he was like, I think everybody should run a marathon. And I peeped this fucking episode. I gotta go find it. It changed my life. But he's like, I think everybody should run a marathon because it'll change your life.
Yeah.
And I was just like, kept peeping, like, what the fuck does this dude mean? And he's like, I think that people should do that because marathons are fucking hard. They seem impossible. You tell File, hey, go run a marathon. You're like, I ain't running no fucking marathon, bro. You told 300-pound Rick he'll be out here running marathons. He'd be like, dog, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that shit, I was inspired by that because it was fucking true. Like, I feel like the reason he said that, and he explained it differently, he goes, because nobody thinks they can do it. Nobody thinks they can do it. And when any person sets themselves to run a fucking marathon, it's a lot of training, bro. It's 26.2 miles, right? Yeah, God. It's a lot of fucking training. It's lonely training. It's lonely, bro. When I was getting ready for my first one, I geared up for my first one. It was an ultra marathon with my boy Snobbert. And it was a lot of fucking, it was a lot of lonely training. It's a lot of days you get up and you're like, hell no, I don't want to do this.
Right.
Once you set your mind to something, bro, and you accomplish that thing as a marathon like I did, you realize, yo, I'm not fucking handcuffed no more. Whatever I set my mind to, I could fucking make happen. That's how my mind altered, right? Beautiful. And you know what's crazy, bro? Going back to that, like grind and grow. This shit's been in my heart, bro. The first marathon I ever ran, I got the t-shirt at the crib. I should have brought it. The first marathon I ever ran, I had somebody iron on, grind and grow in the front. Them fucking words.
So that was the first.
That was
the first time it was presented.
Yeah, this is what July of 25. That was March of 24. This, and I started printing the caps out. You know, we're gonna have our first drop and shit, but like that shit was in my head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that was the first thing I did. Like the first marathon I ran, I had that shit on my shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I'll forever keep that t-shirt. I'm gonna bring that shit again.
Yeah,
like, you'll see that shit, and I don't know, bro. I feel like that really did change my fucking life. And I'm a marathon salesman, dog. I sold you.
Yeah, you got me on it. You got some running a 10K, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He already smashed a 10K. My boyfriend to do a half. He don't even know it.
Yeah,
but and it's just like, for me, it's the discipline it instills in you. It's the grit. Like, yo, I signed up for this shit in 2 months. Like, I got to get up and run, dog. This shit is coming.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be there whether fucking Ready Rick is there or not. So you might as well be ready.
Might as well get yourself ready.
Right?
Bro.
Be prepared. And then tell people about it. Like tell people, like, yo, I signed up for a marathon in 2 months. And they're going to be like, what? And the reason we would always tell, me and Tyler would tell people is because it's like, they hold you accountable. Like, hey, I signed up for a marathon in 2 months, and 2 months later, I'm like, yo, how'd that marathon go? I bitched out. You know what I'm saying? So
you can't have that on you, bro.
You gotta toe that line, and you bring that shit with anything in life, though. You toe the line with anything you want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the media shit that you're doing, bro. The brand shit that I'm doing. You toe that line, whether you're ready or not. You toe it, and then you just learn yourself along the way. And I feel like that's when we become who the fuck we're supposed to become, bro. Yeah. You know? And we inspire others on that journey. You know?
Yeah, that's real shit, bro. Cause I remember when I first got on the whole 10K run and everything, I was telling everybody at work, yo, sign up for this. Yo, sign up for this. Yo, do this. Bro. Everybody declined, bro. I'm like, man, I'll meet y'all at the finish line, bro.
Yeah, bro. And the thing is, bro, for me, like the running shit, why I changed the game for me, it's like you find yourself in the training, right? Like you learn to fucking go against yourself in the training. Like there's mornings you wake up and you're like, I got 5 miles today. Fuck. But you know you got to do it, right?
Right.
So you starts in that training where it's like, man, I want to fucking do this, and you fucking do it.
Right.
And then once you cross that fucking finish line, you're a different man.
Yeah.
You set a goal and you fucking accomplished it.
Fucking did.
Now you take that shit that you just did with that fucking marathon, whatever the fuck you're doing. For me, it was a marathon, right? You take that fucking mindset and that shit and you put that shit into anything you want in life. And there's no way it cannot succeed.
Nah, you just handle that shit just like you handled that.
Exactly, bro. So that's why that shit's a big deal to me. And there's no way that shit is not going to succeed. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a fucking mindset, bro. It's a mindset. I promise, like, for me, I just figured like 90% of this life is all fucking mindset. It's a mindset switch. Yeah. And it's not one of these fucking switches that you know, you toggle the lights down and
like kind of dim it down a little bit.
Nah, it's a fucking on and off.
Yeah.
It's a fucking on and off. Like, get on and get the fuck off. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You have bad days.
Yeah.
But that motherfucking lights stay on.
That's part of being human.
That's part of being human. That's part of doing what the fuck you want to do. And that's part of getting what the fuck you want to get in this life.
That's real shit. So speaking on that, when you first started changing your lifestyle, what felt harder to you? Changing physically or mentally?
Mentally, because I'm still changing mentally. Mentally is the hardest.
Yeah.
It's the fucking hardest. It's easy to see the growth. Like, people will see like, yo, you look like a totally different human being, you know, like you lost this much weight.
Right.
Yeah. And I have been a totally different human being, but I'm still on level 1, mental growth.
Right.
You know, mentally is the hardest.
Yeah.
And it is because you can't see that shit.
Yeah, no, you can't. You just, it's just the way you think. You just think and feel. That's it.
Absolutely. And I feel like my mental growth is still fucking, it's not even caught up or even near to my physical growth, bro, because it's the very hardest, man. That's a grind every fucking day.
Yeah.
With your mind.
Exactly.
Like, your mind is your fucking best friend or it's your worst enemy.
And I've had those worst enemy days.
Come on, dog. Like, there's times I want to tell my mind, get the fuck out of my head, let's get it. You know? But then there's times like, yo, how'd you think of that shit? That's tight. You know? So it's mental. The mental grind is definitely the hardest, but it's the most key. Because the mental grind is what operates the physical grind, and it's what operates what the fuck you do. Now, today, tomorrow, 2 months, 6 months, it operates everything. And it's tough, bro. I mean, you have to go against your mental every fucking day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and that's, for example, like we talked about, that's getting up at 3:30 in the fucking morning, 4 in the morning. That's a fucking mental grind. Mm-hmm. That fucking alarm goes off, you're like, fuck that.
You got a choice. You're going to just push snooze or
exactly.
Get your ass up.
Or get your fucking ass up and the mental grind's a lot slower, bro. The mental grind is a lot slower, but is the most important grind. Because without that mental grind, the physical don't fucking do shit.
Exactly.
That's real spill, bro.
So the first one is mental.
Absolutely.
That's deep. So speaking on that as well, what advice would you give your past self before you started this journey? And do you think your past self would have listened to you, what you had to say? If not, why?
That's deep, bro. It's deep. I honestly think that my past self, like, I can tell my past self what the fuck I feel now, but my past self was a different human being. It thought differently.
Right.
It moved differently. So
that's deep.
I think that my past self, I would say everything I'm saying in this podcast, it's all mental. It's all grit. It's you versus you. But my past self would have been like, you're fucking stupid. But I don't think, if I'm being honest with you, I don't think I'd tell my past self shit. Because my past self made this self. That's real.
That's real.
You know what I mean? The experiences that my past self went through is what made who I am today. You know what I'm saying? So I think I let my past self ride out. And I let them coast, and I figure that shit out, because that's the learning curve. That's where them bricks are built. You know what I'm saying? So, and as much as you want to figure shit out earlier, like, bro, don't get me wrong. I wish I had this mindset at 21. I'm 31 years old right now, right?
That. Yeah.
I wish I had this mindset at 21, but I don't think I was capable of this shit. I don't think that I had enough experience in the bullshit that I've been through.
Yeah.
To develop this mindset. This shit is built. The mindset is built, you know what I mean? And for me, it was built through experience. So I let my past self fucking go through it again.
So we basically have to go through shit to get where we're at. So you wouldn't change anything, basically.
I wish I could change my mindset, but I wouldn't. I don't think that me changing the experience of my old self would make me who I am today. I would let my fucking self go through it. Now I wish I can kind of go through things faster and learn quicker.
Right.
But you got to learn, and you got to go through go through these shitty ass experiences, you know, in order to become who you are. And yeah, I let 300-pound Rick keep eating, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I keep drinking, bro, because shit, like at the end of the day, you're gonna learn from this shit, hopefully. And I wish I would have learned sooner. I had the opportunity to learn sooner for sure, but that wasn't it. That wasn't in God's plan.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. That's deep, man. So right now, what does your daily routine look like now, and how does it keep you grounded?
Okay, so my daily routine usually starts like, I work Monday through Friday. I work in the oil field. Badass company, EOG. Shout out EOG.
Shout out EOG.
What I do is I gotta be left from the crib by 6, right? Mm-hmm. So I try to get in the gym 3:30, 4 o'clock. I try to wake up at 3, get in there by 4. Some days are better than others. I'm not perfect. So some days I fucking wake up at 4:30. Some days I wake up at 3:30. Some days I wake up at 5. I'm like, fuck, go get some type of grind in. So either way, I get up. Perfect day. I get up at 3:30. I'm in the gym by 4. I'm in the gym by 4. I'm lifting for at least 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'll do cardio. Whether that's running, Stairmaster, whatever. Right. And then I go home, shower up, go to the field. Go to the field, get my day done, get my work done, come back home, get home by 4 or 5, depending on what kind of day we had. And then jump back in my gym clothes, go back. Because it's only 4 or 5. Right. That gives a lot of time to fuck off, if I'm being honest. Mm-hmm. I can the old me would have fucked off till 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? So get back into the gym by 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I grind for another 2 hours. That's another, say I'm doing chest that day, so I grinded some chest in the morning. I'll grind some chest in the afternoon. I'll do more cardio. Get home, hopefully, good day, 7:30. That gives me time to either cook or go find what I'm going to eat for dinner, throw some laundry in, walk my dog, in bed, 8:39. Nice. Back on the grind. And that's just what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? That's Monday through Friday. And then Saturdays, Sundays are different. Like for me, a Saturday, I've been trying to get a long run in. So for the most part, Saturdays, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a 10-mile run in. Mm-hmm. That also keeps me fucking grounded because, you know, you grind it all week, and I used to be the same way. Like, I grinded all week. I'm gonna fuck off during the weekend. I deserved it. That's everybody's mentality. Right. That was my mentality. Yeah. And it's hard to not, bro, because like, I used to always say that, like, I fucking worked all week so I can drink during the weekends. Nah, bro, them days that you're off are the days you get ahead. Mm-hmm.
That's deep. The days that you're off is the days you get ahead.
On everything, because them fucking days that you're off, everybody's fucking off, and they're going to go fuck off, right? Yeah. So you go be opposite, and you go get some type of grind in. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to drink or do whatever you want, whatever. I mean, to each their own, bro. I'm not knocking nobody's fucking shit. For me, what works is I get in that gym. I'll go get a long run this Saturday, and I just start keep busy, like whether it's laundry or whatever else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then Sunday's the same thing. Get up, go to the gym, go to church, and just stay busy. So, but my Monday and Friday are really routine. It's I'm up by 3:34 in the morning. I get home by 7:30, and it's full-time grind, bro. It's fucking exhausting, if I'm being honest with you, but there's this quote, and I gotta say this shit. I'm always tired, but I heard this quote, and it's always stuck with me. All great things are built by tired people. And you could put that shit into anything. You could put that shit into a business. You think Apple or Amazon weren't built by tired people? You think them motherfuckers got full night's sleep?
Stayed up all night.
Absolutely not. You think these skyscrapers that these people built, the Burj Khalifa, what's the shit, Empire State Building? You think those weren't built by tired ass workers? Yeah. All great things are built by tired people. You know?
That's real shit.
I'm telling you, bro, all great things are built by tired people. Like, at least for now, like, I'm not going to get a full night's rest. Like, I got this damn watch, and it always tells me, you need more sleep. Don't rest today. I want to, but it's not possible right now for me. Mm-hmm. But that's what works for me, bro. I mean, like, I speak from a personal experience, you know? Yeah. And people got different backgrounds than me. They got different shit going on than me, you know? So from my experience, it's like, I have to be tired. And when I'm tired at the end of the day, I know I did something today. I stacked a W. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I stacked a W physically. I stacked a W mentally. I'm tired. Like, let's go to sleep. Let's get back to fucking work the next morning.
That's beautiful, man. Mm-hmm. That's a good, for people who are watching, that's a good, something to keep in mind. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I did do some shit.
Yeah, it's fucking normal to be tired. Like, it's normal to not have enough sleep. It's normal to fucking feel exhausted. It's fucking normal. That's you're gonna achieve greatness. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's whether like you're staying up with your baby. Like people, a lot of men get home from work these oil field hours, and they get home and they're fucking tired, but they go play with these kids, and that's building greatness. That's building a great ass bond between you and your kid, or you and your wife, whatever you're doing. Mm-hmm. You know, you're tired. I get it. We're all tired, brother, but
you're still being the family man. You're still nurturing your
You're
kids,
making shit fucking happen. Yeah. You're making shit happen. And for that, I think God's going to bless you, and the universe is going to bless you for sure.
Real shit. Real shit. Speaking on that too, man, what role has faith played in your grind and growth, and how does it fit into your hustle?
I feel like faith is everything. I think that this kind of goes into what we were talking about a while ago. The most important faith is the faith in yourself. Mm-hmm. I mean, the most important faith is the faith in, for me, religiously, God.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But also behind that, it's the faith in yourself. Mm-hmm. You got to have faith in what you're doing. I have faith in what I'm doing, bro. The grind and grow shit, it could sound delusional to whoever. I don't give a fuck. You know? People are like, man, you doing this shit. You were this person. Yeah, exactly. I was that person, but I'm not that fucking person no more.
Yeah.
The faith is the belief I have in me. Mm-hmm. And if I ain't got that shit, then none of this shit works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So faith is humongous. And for me, faith in God is humongous, because I feel like in order for all this, like, to me now, this is not my plan. This is God's plan. You know, I think that I'm a vessel, and I think that this is God's way of using me to impact other people and other people's lives.
Right.
So
that's deep.
So yeah, faith is strong, bro.
God's using you right now.
Absolutely, and you got to just have faith in everything you're doing. You got to have faith in being a good employee for the company you're working for. You got to have faith in being a good son to your mom. You got to have faith in being a good parent. Like, faith is deep, man, and it's all, to me, it's self-belief. That's really what it is. Faith is really self-belief. You know?
No, that's real shit. I love it, man. So if someone lacks some type of spiritual love, you know, from God, or let's say they just have a different type of belief, but any type of spiritual love, what's your advice to them if they lack that?
If they lack spiritual love, man, I think that's really deep. You have to initiate a relationship with God in your own terms. I mean, you can't force that upon anybody. I can drag you to church 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You know, but that's not going to force a relationship with you and God. Like, that's your personal relationship. Yeah. I can force you to hang out with this homie 100 times, and you and that homie might not get along, or you might not even try to talk to that homie. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. That is a self-growth thing. That is, everybody does that on their own terms type shit, you know?
Right.
And I can kind of tell you what worked for me, but that's not my race to run. That's your race to run.
Right.
I can lead you to the water, dog, but whether you drink, that's on you.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I think that first and foremost, you have to want it. It's a want. It's a want more. It's a want a relationship spiritually. Mm-hmm. And if you want more, you'll seek more, you know? Deep. So I don't think that, like, I can't really give too much on that, because it's a personal race for everybody. Like, I'm still running that race, and yeah, man, you just figure it out on your own, and in your own experiences. Like, God shows up in places for people in their own experiences, you know?
Yeah. No, that's deep. I definitely feel that, man. So I'm always big on that too. It's just like the same thing with being positive, same thing with just being motivational. It's like same thing with, you know, spiritual talk. You know, you can't shove it down people's throat. You know,
yeah.
You got to just let them see it on their own and be on their own, but be that influence and light in their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it'll become clearer for them.
Yeah, because you can't, like, you can sit here and push it, man. And you know, one of my best friends, bro, he's actually atheist. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, recently he started, like, some shit happened to his life, and he seeks God himself.
Yeah.
And I could have sat there and pushed God on him, like, but that's not my place. Like, you got to let God enter, or whatever religion you are into, like, to each their own, you know. But God has to enter when your heart's open. Like I heard this shit on a podcast from Kevin Gates, bro. It's real spill. Like, the teacher appears when the student appears, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're ready to be a fucking student, the teacher's gonna appear.
Teacher's right there. You usually gotta be ready to be a student.
That's it, dog. Yeah, that's real fucking spill. And I was like, yo,
bro,
that dude is
Kevin Gates be dropping some shit, dog, bro. I be seeing this shit sometimes.
On the fucking, it was on the Theo Vaughn shit.
Yeah.
And that fool was dropping one line, and I was trying to get in my phone, like, yeah, that's hard. Like, I gotta go rewatch that shit, because that dude is actually onto something, bro.
Yeah. Kevin's always been on that shit, man. And, you know, just people used to clown him a lot. But, bro, he be speaking some real shit.
No, and it's a lot of the shit. It hit home with me during that podcast. I was like, he's saying some really fucking genius, fire ass shit, and that was one of them. Is like, the teacher appears when the student appears. Like, when you're ready to fucking learn. And he kind of put that into perspective with everybody, though. Like, you can learn something from anybody. Like, you can learn something from a homeless person. Yeah. You know, like, that guy could be your teacher in some certain way, but you got to be ready to be the fucking student.
Yeah.
Like, that's hard, dog. I like that.
Basically.
Yeah. Because you can learn something from anybody, bro.
Yeah.
You really can. Like, you can learn how to not be a certain type of way from a fucked up dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's learning.
Listening, watching,
or just looking at this dude live his life. Like, I don't want to fucking be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna stay away from that. So, what I do want to ask. Let's talk about mindset a little bit, man. You know, we did have some good topics on what we talked about, you know, the mentality, discipline, stuff like that. But when it first comes to that mindset, how do you flip the switch from, you know, the victimized mindset of why me to, like, the accountable mindset of, like, all right, let's handle this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, of course, being in a poor mindset, you know, we make decisions. Right. And that's not really good for us. But then we, like, you know, as humans, like, man, why is this happening to me? Why this? Why that? How do you flip it to where it's like, all right, I'm gonna handle this. Let's keep going.
I think that, man, it's kind of hard, because I feel like everybody's switch is different. So I think that you just gotta. It starts with the self-love, bro. Like, you gotta start to learn to love yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta start to. You learn to love yourself, and I think that once you learn to love yourself, you'll figure out, like, the best version of you is gonna give everybody you love around opportunity and shit like that. So deep. I think that it's different for everybody. I can't tell you exactly when your switch is gonna flip, but it's just a want to, bro. It's a want to. At the end of the day, it's a want to be better. It's a want more for yourself. There's nothing else fucking to it. There's no sweet. There's no, damn, how'd you glide into it? There's no gliding into it. You just fucking want more. And it don't start, like, a lot of people have this Monday mentality, right? So what a Monday mentality is when it comes to, you know, especially working out. How many fucking people do you know are like, I'm gonna start Monday. I'm going to start the new year. How many people? Everybody. It's a Monday mentality.
Right.
That is it's a false switch. You can't have a Monday mentality. If you want change, you got to fucking be like, I'm changing right now.
I'm doing it.
Or I'm going to fucking change tomorrow morning. Like, there's no Monday mentality. It's a go getting mentality.
So it's like still kind of creating an excuse for you. Like, I'm going to start on New Year.
It's a cop out.
Yeah,
it's really a cop out.
Okay.
So you can't have this fucking I'm gonna start on the new year, because you just gave yourself ways to fuck up for the rest of the year. Or it's fucking Thursday or Friday. Oh, I'm gonna start Monday. Why not start Friday? That's the hardest thing.
Why can't you start?
That's the hardest place to start, dog.
That's deep. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you start on a Friday when everybody's going out and when everybody's having their fun?
Yeah.
Why not start switching your shit then?
Do different.
Be different. In order to have different, you have to do different.
That's it.
So it's really a switch, and that's why I always call it a switch. It's because it's not a dimmer. You don't ease into the fucking grind. You don't ease into being this better man. Like, you flip the switch, And don't get me wrong, there's so many ways to grow. Like, I am not even finished. I'm not even close. I'm not even scratched the surface of the person that I want to be and I'm gonna be.
Right.
I haven't scratched that fucking surface, bro. But I flipped that switch. And then once you flip that switch is when you start diving in and now you're in the nitty gritty. Now you start swimming with the sharks. Now you're like, okay, what the fuck do I got to do? What the fuck do I got to do differently? Right. But it's you just got to want it, dog. It's a want. It's a want. It's a want better. Like, everybody wants better for themselves. Right. You want to do this. You want to do that. But it's want and then it's action. And if you ain't got the fucking action, bro, you can want all you want.
Yeah.
You know, and the actions is key. It's the most important thing.
That's dope, man. And one thing I do, I really appreciate how you're approaching some of these questions is that you're still giving people the power of how they see it. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? You're not instilling on them, you need to be like this. You need to do this. You need to, you know what I mean? Open the book. Do this type shit. You know what I mean? You're giving them that opportunity to grow in their own field.
Right, because the shit that worked for me is probably not going to work for you.
Exactly.
Like, your life experience is different than my life experience. I can tell you what's worked for me. It's the running. It's the fucking staying away from people that are partying and doing all that shit, right? That's what's worked for me. Yeah. Now everybody's got their own life experience, and now you just alter that and you do it your own way. So I can tell you what worked for me, but that don't mean it's gonna work for you. Yeah. You know, it's like I can tell you what shoes to run in, but they're not gonna be as comfy for you as they are for me. We got different feet, dog. We got different brains. We got different experiences. We got different environments. So yeah. You channel that and you take that shit and run with it and use it into your own. I mean, it's a want to, bro. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Yeah, very beautiful. Love that. Okay, so we did talk about earlier about how important the circle around you is. You're trying to grow, whether it comes to friends, relationships, partners, stuff like that. Yeah. In this field, we know it could get lonely. You know what I mean? We know what we got to do, but we also know a bad person, not necessarily bad person, but like, this person just doesn't fit the lifestyle, or like, this just isn't. You know what I mean? I've had those moments, whether it be a friend or I'm talking to someone, something like that. You know, family, what I mean? It's like, family, you gotta. Sometimes you gotta put that wall right there. Absolutely, it's just not gonna be there. Mm-hmm. What do you think is a solid partner to have in a relationship? Whether it comes to like a business relationship or having a relationship, like, if you're going to have a significant other or something, you know what I mean? Like what type of, I guess, balance do you think if you have this mindset and you're going forward? It's the same finish line. It's the same goal. Now, every person has growth differently. Like, so you meet a woman or you meet a business partner, they want to grow in their own ways. Right. But it's growth. You want to grow, then let's grind. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just want to, for me, what makes important in a business partner or in a significant other is just, it's you wanting to grow. You wanting better, wanting more. Yeah. That's the most important thing. No matter what the fuck it is, it can be anything. Yeah. But you have to want more for yourself. I can't sit here and rub shoulders with you and love on you or do whatever if you're stuck in this same boat. I want a yacht. You want a canoe. There's a difference. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's different waters we can tread with our boats. Right. So now I'm ready for this shit, but like, you know what I mean? Exactly. I'm out here with you, but you can't get out here in the fucking ocean in that canoe. You need this yacht. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge. That's humongous. It's just growth. It's just wanting more for yourself. Yeah. And it don't matter what it is. As long as a person is willing to grow, that's what makes that person you can not necessarily use them, but like y'all benefit from each other. Yeah. You're feeding each other. Exactly. It's energy. Yeah. It's all energy. And that shit just grows onto you, and that's what you need. That's like unbeatable. Whether it comes to relationships, partners, or business partners, something like that, bro. If y'all feeding each other like that, exactly, you're unstoppable. Damn. Like once you get two business minds who are ready to grow and ready to do this shit like me and you, we're gonna make this shit pop. Mm-hmm. Once you get two people who are ready to grow in a relationship or with God or with whatever, you're gonna make that shit pop. Mm-hmm. So that's very key. It's just growth. It's just you just gotta want more. Yeah, and you'll figure it out with each other. whether it's a business partner or it's your person, you'll figure that shit out.
That's deep. Yeah, love that. All right. What's one misconception people have about grinding that you wish they'd understand better?
I think that a big thing about it is people think you could cheat it.
What do you mean? Elaborate on that. What do you mean?
They think you could cheat the grind. They think there's a magic pill to get you rich. They think there's a magic pill to get you fucking skinny.
Right. So they take the easy route sometimes.
They think that that's what they want. They want that easy answer. And I say that because, dog, I wanted it too.
Right.
I wanted that. I wanted, hey, how'd you look so good, dog? Like, I'm fucking 300 pounds. I'm struggling. What are you taking? There's no cheating the grind. That's key. You can't cheat that shit. There's a misconception of that where people think that you can absolutely cheat this fucking grind, and you can't. You have to get up and do shit daily by your fucking self.
The results show.
It's deep and it's hardcore.
Yeah.
But that is fucking real. Like, you cannot. There's nothing that can, like, depending on your background, bro. Some people have backgrounds where they have this trust funds or they have family with money. Now, people like me and you, it depends on us. So we have to be more disciplined in order to get what the fuck we want.
Right.
We can't cheat that shit.
Can't.
Some people can fall and their mamas got money. Their dads got money. Oh, it's all right. You fell with this business. Here's some more money.
Try another one.
Exactly. We don't have that.
Yeah.
And that's our story, though.
Yeah.
Some people are blessed with that. And you can't hate on people who are blessed with, parents. Because at the end of the day, somebody in their family was just like me and you.
Had that same.
They were just like me and you.
Yeah.
They were just like me and you. Somebody in their family took that shit amongst themselves and changed that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we want that for our kids. We want that for our family. We want them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's just you just can't cheat it, bro. There's no going around it. You got to walk through that fire. Now, whatever the fuck you're trying to do, it's just, I can't cheat that grind. You can't cheat that grind. So get up at 4 a.m. and run that 5 miles, or read that fucking book at night when you're tired, and study. Become a genius, become a master in whatever you're doing and whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's deep, bro. And I love that, man. Cause, a big thing that I learned is like, when it comes to reading books, you could read it and you gain good knowledge and you could talk about it, but it's a practicing of it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you're reading a self-help book and it's like, all right, I'm going to practice this within these next couple of weeks.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
it's action.
Yeah.
It's action,
yeah,
bro.
applying the action to it,
because
what you learn.
You can manifest everything in the entire world, but if there's no action towards it, you can manifest this, a business, for example, like if you want to have this successful business or whatever, if it's not written down on paper and you're not taking action towards whatever the fuck you're doing, it's not going to work. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real shit.
Whatever you write down between those notes, there's a fucking grind in between that. And there's no cheating that. There's no cheating that. And you become a better person with that grind. When somebody is, for example, when somebody hands you $1 million, are you a different person? Absolutely not. But when you earn that, you're a fucking different human being.
Yeah, I've been through some shit to get that $1 million.
Exactly. So it's just,
shit.
That's the realest shit, bro. Like, you just can't cheat it, bro. And you become a different person when you locked in and when you actually go get what the fuck you want to get and what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's losing weight, whether it's making $1 million, whether it's becoming closer to God, whatever you want to do, you can't cheat what's in between that shit. You have to go get it.
Deep.
You know, you have to go get it. And that's just something that I've experienced and I try to apply to everything in my life. You know?
That's deep, man. I love it, bro.
Yeah.
If someone listening right now feels stuck, what's one small thing that they can do today to start changing their life?
I think, I can always tell you go run that marathon. But for me, step back and look at the big picture.
Okay.
Look at the big picture, and for what I say about that is it's bigger than you.
Right.
It's bigger than you. You got people who look at you. You got people who depend on you. You got people who watch your moves. You got people that if you don't eat today, they're not gonna eat today. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than you. Look at the person you love the most. Look at that person. And if that person don't inspire you to be better, you don't love that person enough. You know,
exactly.
Like look at your mom. Yeah. I mean, if your mom's still here, your pop's still here, your kids are still here. Like, you know, look at your kids. Like, do they not inspire you to be a better person? And if they don't, that's you. That's a you problem, dog.
That's where the self-evaluation
That's
comes
a self-evaluation. That's where that self-love don't kick in. That's where you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where you don't fucking have it. And that's where you got to go find, though. Everybody loves themselves to a certain extent, bro. You just have to really find that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
No, that's real, man. I love it. You know, for the people who are watching, I mean, y'all heard it from him.
Yeah. It's self-love, bro. It's self-evaluation. And you'll figure it out, man. And it's just always bigger than you. It's always bigger than you. It's always. Don't be a selfish individual.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people run around out here like, well, I don't give a fuck if this happens to me. Okay, you don't. But what about your kid? What about your mom? Who she'll never be able to live a correct life if you're out here running the streets or in this bar and something happens to you, God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How does that affect her? How does that affect if something happened to you and your kid? How would your kid grow up without their mom, without their dad?
Like, regardless whether we think that, you know, it's just happening to us, it's gonna happen like a ripple effect.
It's effect. Stop thinking selfishly.
Yeah.
That at the end of the day, just stop thinking selfishly. And what do you want to do? Like, and I know that, and everybody's got the answer to this. If you can give your mom $1 million in a home, would you? Come on.
Yeah, real shit.
It's okay. Think of that shit every day when you wake up.
Yeah.
Or think of that shit when you're at your lowest.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't give the people I love the best me because I'm not the best me right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's real shit.
That's deep evaluation, man. Because there was times where I would be like, you know, you said it yourself. You know, you're in your room by yourself, bro, and you try everything that you can, and you've been grinding, doing what you can, and sometimes shit just don't work out. You know what I mean? So there was like long late nights where I'm just by myself and going through it. You know what I mean? Sometimes tears will be there. You know what I mean? Just because, like, fuck, you know what I mean? I'm trying everything I can, but I feel like that's what builds that thick skin, that armor for yourself.
And being persistent is key. Because I read in this book too. I like to read, man, and this book has changed my life. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it talks about persistency and how the universe always gifts people who are persistent. And it talks about, like, you know, you keep active at something. So whether this shit pops for me or not within a year or two, but if I keep active for 5, the universe is going to be like, yo, this fucking dude don't stop. Give it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's persistency.
Right.
When you're told no 100 times and you fucking keep going for that yes. And that fucking yes comes.
Yeah.
And the yes comes and you're like, I told you it's going to fucking happen for me. It's persistence. Yeah. It's persistence and it's consistency at the same time. You just don't take no, bro. You don't take no. And that shit will alter your life. Yeah. I mean, come on now. It will. It just depends on what you want to do with it. Like, persistency is key, bro. It's key to success, bro. Like, we can go sit with 100 business owners right now, I promise you. And they're going to tell us how many times they got told no. Yeah. They're going to tell us how many times people shot them down.
Right.
And they were like, nope. And that's where the faith kicks in. That's where I self-believe. I know I can. I know this is going to work.
Yeah.
That's where all that shit just comes. It all lines up, bro. Persistency, faith, consistency, all this shit. All lines up.
That's dope, bro. Lovely.
Yeah.
I love to hear it, man. All right. So before we do wrap this up, is there anything that you want to tell the audience? It'll be these 2 cameras right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to look at any of them or anything like that, but anything that you just want to tell for the people who are tuning in and watching us right now.
I honestly think I think that if you're tuning in, like, no matter how old you are, no matter what environment you grew up in, I don't think that you should give up on what you're dreaming about. I think that the person you thought you could become as a little ass kid, you can still become today. Now, whether you're 30, 40, 50, 20, it don't matter. God woke you up. You have an opportunity. So I think that chase it and fuck people's opinions, you know, because nobody's opinion is gonna put food on your plate. Nobody's opinion is gonna put a house on your mom one day if you keep doing what you want to do.
Right.
So keep dreaming and keep climbing and keep going, and that's very key. Like you can't give up. Don't settle. Settling is fucking weak. It's like settling is. It's the most. It's there's self-love and there's self-hatred. And when you settle, I feel like you're hating yourself, you know? So I think that no matter what people think about you, no matter what people think about your dreams, and no matter what people think about what you're trying to do, just go for it. And you know what, at the end of the day, whether it works or not, but it's gonna fucking work, because you gotta have that faith and you gotta believe in yourself. So when it works, I told you so, and then you inspire others. But don't give up because one person thinks you're this and one person thinks you're that.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Like, keep riding and keep going, and whatever the fuck you believe in, stand on that. Stand 10 toes and be willing to die behind that.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day. Because if you're willing to die behind it, that shit is going to go.
Yeah.
I promise you. Like, this shit's going to go for me.
Yeah.
I mean that, and with my whole heart, I'll die behind it. Grind and Grow is gonna go for me. It's gonna go for you. It's gonna go for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I believe what I stand on. I believe in my vision. I believe in the impact this shit's gonna make on people.
Yeah.
And that's my dream. Now, whatever you have to dream that shit. Go get it, and fuck what anybody thinks, bro. They gotta have an opinion anyway, dog. Like,
just do it.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
It don't fucking matter what anybody says. It don't matter what your spouse says, what your family says, what your friends say, what your boss says. You be anything you want to fucking be, bro.
Certain minds are limited, so that's why it's like, nah, that's too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, when it comes to your dreams and your own beliefs or something like that, like, yeah, I can't do that shit. But
yeah.
These other people are saying that because they have limited themselves at a certain point.
That's all it is. It's a cap. It's a cap that everybody puts on themselves. And I've been there. I've shot people down.
Right.
I'm guilty of that. I've shot people's dreams down in front of them. Because why? Because I was scared of my dreams. I thought my dreams were too big. And the reason I thought my dreams were too big is because I wasn't the right motherfucker to make them dreams come true. You know?
Yeah.
Like they say, you're going to walk through those doors that you're supposed to walk in when you're the right person that's supposed to walk through those doors.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't get to that door unless you're ready for that door.
That door ain't even going to crack for you, dog.
Yeah.
If you're not that fucking person that's supposed to go through that damn door. Now, when you're that person, that motherfucker opens up like you got a key fob.
Yeah. That shit's going to fit perfectly.
Oh, come on. That thing going to open right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know? So, I mean, just don't ever give up, man. Like, whatever you want to do. Like, whether you got family, kids, whatever, look at your kids, look at your family, and do it for, if you ain't gonna do it for you, do it for them, bro. But at the end of the day, if you ain't gonna do it for you, dog, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Self-love is 100, and that's the most important thing. Self-love is A1. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the people around you. My pops taught me that from a young age. Like,
that's beautiful.
You know, you gotta take care of yourself first before Rick take care of everybody around him. Rick gotta take care of himself.
Yeah, that's deep. That's real deep. I feel like that kind of state of mind didn't, that hits late for a lot of people sometimes,
It does.
But that is very true. You got to take care of yourself. Once you're able to take care of yourself and do right, then you can take care of everybody else around you.
Absolutely. And it's never too late, bro. And I hate that people think they have this like age thing where it's like a cap. Like, I'm set in my ways. Like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Nah, bro, it's not. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're 50.
You can do some shit.
Come on, dog. You got 20, 30 years, 50 years, depending on how long the good Lord blesses you with life.
Yeah.
You got shit to alter. You can alter shit. You can alter your mindset. You can alter your environment. You can alter everything. There's no cap to, like, fuck age.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, fuck age. Because I'm 31 right now, and I guarantee if I don't do this shit or try this shit, by the time I'm 40, I'm going to look when I'm 40 and be like, damn.
I should have done it.
I should have done it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm 50, I could have been like, damn, I should have done that shit at 40. And when I'm 60, I should have done that shit at 50. You're always gonna have that.
Living a life full of regrets, basically.
And where most people fuck up, bro, is I definitely want to say this is they compare. Yeah. Social media is a very comparative,
dangerous place, bro.
It is, because you compare yourself to other people's highlights of their own lives, right? So comparison is a thief of joy. That is absolutely the most, like, that right there should hit home. Comparison is a thief of joy.
Yeah.
Because you compare yourself to this 21-year-old with some bread, or this the person who's 31, he's my age and he's over here living his life, right? So I'm comparing my shit to him. But then you got people who are 40 years old and they look at me and they're like, damn, I wish I was that cat.
Yeah.
You know, so comparison is definitely the thief of joy, bro. It is. So stop comparing and start being grateful.
Yeah.
Like,
grateful for what you got, man.
Gratitude is important, dog. Gratitude is so important, and a lot of people don't get that, because as humans, what do we focus on? We focus on, like, what's wrong with my life. Right? And that's just human nature. I do the same shit. That's why we get up and grind and do what we do. What's wrong with my life? We don't ever sit there and be like, this is really good with my life. This is fucking A1 for my life. Like, I'm grateful for this. It's really rare that we do that.
Right.
So I mean, I started journaling.
That's dope. Good shit.
And one of my journals, like, when I wake up and I journal and it asks for 3 things of gratitude daily. So it just puts things into perspective. Like, there's so much to be grateful for, but we're not. You know, we just look at all the bad shit, bro. All the bad shit, and that's human nature, dog. But
yeah, I feel like it's really easy to point out what's bad rather than, you know, to see what is.
It's so easy, and it's not a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Because when we point that shit out, that means that there's room to grow and there's room to fix shit, right? But once you start pointing that shit out too much, you forget about, damn, I got my mom. Damn. Yeah. I got my son. Damn, I got a job. Damn, I got all this shit going for me. You forget about all that shit.
Yeah.
So it's just it's like water, dog. It's like, you have too much, you could die. You don't have enough, you could die.
Yeah.
So
you gotta meet yourself.
You got to get that right amount, and you just got to be grateful and keep pushing, you know?
Yeah. No, that's deep, man. I just got a message too, man, saying the most perfect man, Jesus, was judged by the same people today.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So that is, I think I reshared that one time, that, like, they crucified the most perfect man in the entire world.
Yeah.
So you're focused on an imperfect person's opinion about who you're trying to do, or what you're trying to do, or who you're becoming.
Exactly.
That's insanity.
Which has nothing to do with you.
That fucking person don't even fucking pay a bill.
Yeah.
It's insanity, and they can laugh all they want. They can do all this all they want. But look at yourself in 5 years when shit changes for you.
Yeah.
Who's laughing? No, they're gonna reach out and be like, "Damn, how'd you do that? I gave you the blueprint, brother.
Gave you the blueprint 5 years ago. I told you what it was.
You didn't build that house, brother. The blueprint's right there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all on you, dog. So you know that's A1. That's that quote right there is for real. They crucified the most perfect man on the world.
Yeah, it was definitely, bro. Definitely sits high.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Overall, bro, I feel like we had a really, really dope conversation.
Me too, bro.
I'm hoping that people who were viewing this, you know, get some good info from it.
Yeah.
You know, grind and grow. You know, we're gonna keep on going.
We are, brother. Yeah.
You know, we got some projects lined up. We've shot a project already as well. And everybody tuning in, y'all just be sure to, you know, keep tuning in. You know, follow the pages, follow his Instagram. I don't know if you want to shout out your Instagram.
Yeah, it's like Grind and Grow 575. I gotta look it up, but yeah, follow the journey. We're gonna take off with this, man. Show my boy Five Love, Divine Media, like they're killing it. This man got a story too, so I wish we had more time. We could tap in on him because there's an episode we need to tap in on him. He's got a story. He's grinding. He's growing in his own way. So I just want to give you that love, bro, and shout you out, man, because. Yeah. You have a good impact on a lot of people, bro. Really positive impact, and that you need to be heard too.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's love,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
And I throughout time, I learned that it's kind of like a responsibility to it, man. You know.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
It's just like people are watching, And then sometimes like I would make a selfish move and be like, I don't want to do it, bro. But then it's like, man, you know what? Like some folks are waiting to see what's going on, or some folks are wanting to, you know, they need that to keep going.
Exactly. And you can have 99 haters, dog, but the one person you inspire is what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do it for the 99 haters.
Nah.
You tuned in anyway.
Yeah, you're watching anyway. So
you know what I'm saying? So you tuned in ready to critique me. Yeah. Ready to shoot me down. You came in with that mindset. It's not about that. Yeah. It's about the one person. You know what I mean? It's about the one person that you can reach and touch with this type of podcast, or with these words in general, you know, or with this type of movement. So it's about that. It's not about haters, bro. We're gonna have those. Yeah. Thank God for those.
What. Yeah. Somebody's watching.
I'm grateful for the haters. I might write that down in the journal, dog.
I'm grateful for the haters. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, straight up.
Well, shit, man. Yeah, you know, we'll dive into another episode. Again, appreciate the kind words, man. You know, it's, you know, basically grinding and growing for so many years, bro. You know, it feels good to be able to, you know, lock in with you, you know, create this vision, you know, help other people. Not even hopefully, I know for a fact that this will, you know, enhance other people's lives.
Absolutely.
And, you know, they can watch it. They can, you know, take from it. And, you know, take notes, man. You know what I mean? There's been a few quotes, good shit that's been said on here that you can write down, memorize, practice it, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's you. It's you. You got people watching you. Like, you know, Ricky said, you know, you probably got kids, you probably got nephews, nieces watching you. Give them something good to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That way, you know, whenever they start doing their thing, man, I always seen, you know, my dad do this. I always see my mom do this. I always see my tío, my tia, you know, they were always just doing it.
Lead from the driver's seat, dog. Yeah, At the end of the day,
the right way.
Lead from the driver's seat. Yeah. Don't look from the rear view. Lead from the driver's seat. That's all it's about. Like, everybody's a leader, bro.
Yeah.
You just got to bring that fucking leader out.
Yeah. Bring it out. Leave that shit in the back.
Yeah.
It's back there for a reason. We're facing forward.
Straight up, brother. Yes, sir.
Overall,
yes, sir.
bro, thank you for joining me, bro.
Appreciate you,
This
my
is
brother.
the first episode of 5 Spot. So, again, we got my boy Ricky, Grind and Grow. Stay tuned in for a lot more stuff, man. We're going to be pushing this heavy.
Absolutely.
And, you know, hopefully, you know, we'll get on some more episodes in the future, too. Get some guests on here and then kind of pick their brains a little bit, too.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate what all you're doing, brother. You're getting everybody a platform.
Yes, sir.
Whether it's in the small town, but you're going to give everybody a voice. And that's appreciated, and you're gonna be blessed tenfold for that, bro.
That's love, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Much love, man.
Yes, sir.
To the viewers, again, tune in, subscribe, follow our channels. You know what I mean? Just stay tuned in, man. You know, and show us some love. Let us know what kind of journey you're on. Leave some comments, stuff like that. And until next time, y'all be safe.
Yes, sir. Peace out.